I am me.
I am me
Because of Wolf.
because of both. Stop laughing, Jackie.
Don't make me ask you for lists. Don't make me ask you for lists. You understand what I'm saying? Come here. I tell you, I got a retard working for me. I wish you were here for this discussion.
Really?
Did you hear it? Does anybody else hear these discussions? And the guy doesn't stop talking while I'm yelling at him. He doesn't listen.
He knows what you're going to say.
Did you hear that? He goes, I know what you're going to say. And then he says it, and it's not what I was going to say.
He's a funny guy.
Oh, but he is what's running my office. He's close to ape. What a moron.
He's pissed.
I don't care if he's pissed.
But you know that is...
I'm pissed.
He really goes away and he tells himself, I'm a smart guy.
I know.
I'm a smart guy.
He says to me, he starts telling me what's wrong with our computer.
I tell myself I'm a smart guy.
Gary, everyone in here is laughing at you. You say to me, up until 2 days ago, you never told me I was in charge of the computer. I go, Gary, you are in charge of everything that goes on in my life concerning work.
Who does he think would be in charge of calling about the computer?
He goes, up until yesterday, you used to make a call. I go, but Gary, if you know something's wrong, write it down, make a list. He goes, well, I told him about it. I go, but keep after them, make a list. Like you own that computer, like it means your life to you.
Yeah, you can't move without this computer.
Don't just throw things aside. That's why I have you here. I throw things aside. You don't. You sit and worry. You're not professional yet.
Okay,
you still haven't achieved it.
So I'm not professional.
Yeah, but I need a pro. It's becoming increasingly more clear to me that I got to hire a pro.
Then get a pro.
All right. So listen, go look for a job, and as soon as you find
one, I don't
one,
always walk out of here saying how smart I am. In between that, I yell obscenities at you guys.
So then I try to yell. Then I try to yell at Gary, and while I'm trying to yell at Gary, ask Jackie and John. While I'm trying to yell at him, he goes, "No. I'm not." He goes, I know what you're going to say.
He always says that.
And then he says,
I know this is wrong for me to say because I'm
what you're saying is,
you talk to me like I'm a retard. You have no respect.
What you're saying is, of course you are a retard. You are a retard.
I knew I was setting myself up.
I have no respect. You're supposed to respect me. That's all there is to it.
Whenever you get mad at any of us, you talk to us like we're in kindergarten. Now listen to me, Gary, and it's like a step-by-step.
Do you know why I do it? Because you don't follow through on anything. Why do you think I talk to you like a retard? Not any of us. You.
Oh, yeah, just me. And you always make everything so abundantly clear.
Oh, dear.
Gary, your job is to think like me. You are to worry about the computer. You're to worry about everything. You should check the computer every day. Make sure it's go down. See what Shelly's typing into the computer.
Shelly's not here. The computer's not working.
Not today. Every day, you schmuck. Every day, go check. That's what I have you here for.
But there's no rationale to his argument. He just said you talk to him like a retard, like you spell out everything from ground. Then you say he's not abundantly clear.
I know. And then when I spell it out for him, it's like a big joke. He says to me,
he's talking over.
He goes, I know what you're going to say. Now I'm in charge of the computer. So I go, no, Gary, I don't have to say you're in charge of the computer. You're in charge of the computer. If you see something wrong, be a ball buster for me. Call me every day and remind me. I don't care. Or just handle it so I don't have to deal with it.
I didn't know I was in charge.
Because if I'm encumbered with office crap, I can't be creative. If I'm not creative, you don't have a job.
I understand that.
So start thinking and using your head.
I understand that. But up until
Gary, repeat after me.
No.
Repeat after me, man.
No. You?
No, I. Say I. You are stupid.
I am an idiot.
I know very little. But what I do know, I forget. All right, very good. That's it.
But who do we pay in the office? Who's the paid person back there?
I don't. He yells at John. There was a weird dynamic yesterday. He'll yell at John over stuff. He goes to him, I thought you were supposed to have the computer company's name here. I go, Gary, go do it. That's what I got you for, not John. John's a volunteer.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. Every day, let me just say this. Every day we have to call the computer company.
Good.
John calls me every day, says, what's ComStore's number again? And I say, John, why don't you take the number and have it down there? Because
Why don't you just write it down then?
It is written down.
You called me yesterday from there and asked for ComStore's number.
Right, because I told you to put the number there weeks ago.
No, but Gary, just handle it. Don't worry about him. He's just a moron.
Oh,
you're a moron, but he works for free.
He's an unpaid kid.
I thought we're not allowed to call out from that phone anyway.
Gary's been very busy. I know he's been busy.
No, John, you're not allowed to make your personal phone calls from that phone.
Oh, we're allowed.
And all of a sudden he doesn't think we can use the phone. No, you're not allowed to call your hotline all day.
Talk to him like he's a retard, Gary.
It trickles down, man. It does.
Gary, all I know is I need you to create a filing system, which you've yet to do. Which I've been after you for 5 years, to create an incredible filing system so that, you know what he does? Like, for example, he opens my mail every day, right? So some of the letters are like, excuse me, Howard, I want you for a charity function, this and that. So what you should do is just make a list that this charity function wants you, and you know I don't want to do any charity work, so then you write back to him instead of me having to bring back the letter. You got to use a little initiative.
Well, even that has become a challenge because you have this certain pouch in your briefcase.
Yeah.
You want the letters to go in it.
And he never can get it right. He never can get the letters in the right pouch.
I got it right.
I said, look, I got 5 different pouches, right? All you have to do is put it in the 3rd row. And he can't do it. Every day he's like, it's like he can't get it in the 3rd row. I give up, Robin. I give up on him. You were right.
Every day I watch that go down.
I go nuts every day with the mail. And then he goes, and he involves me in putting the mail into my bag. It can never be like he just comes in and does it. It's always like, hey, Howard, could you open your pouch? Could you open this is just Gary. I'm in the middle.
Let me tell you what happens. Every day you're in the middle of writing something.
Right.
Gary comes in and says, here's the mail.
It's like a big announcement.
Gary, I told you it goes in this pouch.
I never.
Every day, wait a minute.
Every day,
Gary puts it in the wrong cylinder. So he goes, no, it's this one.
How many times? And then he says, I talked to him like a retard.
Wait a minute. We're not done yet. It's still not in.
Right.
Then he puts it in so it's sticking out. And you go, no. And make him turn it around.
I know.
It's every day.
Every day. He's Baba Booey. I'm telling you, Gary, you're Baba Booey.
Can we get a cable show for like 5 minutes so I can call you guys the real names?
Oh, Gary, really, you're out of it. And really, you really are out of it.
So maybe it's time for me to make a change.
But where are you going to go? No one's going to hire you.
Don't worry about me. You shouldn't have to worry about
All right,
me.
then make a
Do
change.
what's best for you.
Make a change.
You do what's best for you.
Make a change.
Oh, Gary.
I'll somehow get by.
You're what's best for us.
You're the best. You're Baba Booey.
We love you.
I'm a wealth of material.
Well, that you are. You are Baba Booey. Listen, I love you. I love you like you're my son, my retarded son. But you're a nice guy. You're a great guy. I love talking to you on the phone. But you gotta just start busting balls and be on top. And don't wait for John to notice stuff. You've got to be the guy in there. You got to go through the computer every day, see where it is, see where it's prepared. Now all of a sudden you got best stuff to prepare. You don't even know the dates are out of order.
I didn't know the dates were out of order. That's one of the things we reported to you.
Go driving would take it. Don't report to me. Report to the computer company. Stop reporting to me. Write down everything and call them every day. And develop relationships with people.
Okay, I'm working on it. I got to go work on the computer.
Go ahead. Work on something. Show me some initiative. Good load. I got guys. Can't even think. Nobody takes initiative around here. I need a guy who could. I need an office manager, sort of a producer type. You should see. Joan Rivers must be doing something right because she must bust their balls.
Oh yeah.
She got people carrying their dogs. She got people hopping too left and right.
Believe me, that dog's paws never hit the ground.
No way. She knows how to set people up. Me, I'm sitting there with a guy. It's the closest thing to a slug. I tell you, and I say, Gary, do something for me. Do just one thing for me. Get it all caught up for me, all right? Take phone calls. Take messages. Talk to people. Organize.
He can't do more than one thing at a time.
No, that's another thing.
Why you try to make...
His head explodes. Friday's the worst thing when we have to leave for the TV show, and he's like, he goes, you don't understand. I'm very busy back here. I go, yeah, well, that's what you should be, busy.
Wait a minute.
No.
Perfect example of a bad habit, and it's just your impatience. I'll be on the phone talking to somebody, trying to book a guest, and I'll be saying, well...
What guest have you booked?
I don't know.
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
Peter Lemongello.
Peter Lemongello, which I'm going to shoot you for. He's got Peter Lemongello lined up for 9 o'clock that we have to interview.
Are you kidding?
I got news. Pete Townsend, you declared himself a homosexual. You tell a guy like Pete Lemongello, we'll get to you when we can get to you.
Well, you got to give him some time.
You tell him sometime between 9 and 10. Give us a phone number. We'll call you.
Well, I told him we'd call him between 9 and 9:30.
All right.
We were supposed to be. That was going to be a fine time. You just told me to move it.
All right.
So I'll be on the phone. Okay, I'll be on the phone. I'll be talking to somebody. Say I can't book any guests. Say
right. Go ahead.
But I'm talking to people who have big guests.
From now on, listen, I don't have time for this today. I want pens in every one of your pockets. I want a notepad in your hands at all time. I want you to walk around with a notepad and take constant notes.
I do.
No, you don't. I don't see you
I'm
with...
always writing
You know, I know
stuff
guys... I see Joan Rivers' person. Did you notice what she walks around with? She has a clipboard with notes. Who? I don't know the woman's name. I'll get you... I'll find out that information
Can I just
for
finish
you.
this thought?
And walk around with an intelligent look on your face.
Well, one or the other. Can I just finish this thought? So I'll be on the phone, and then you'll suddenly have some thought that is immediate.
That's right.
And you'll go, Gary.
Right.
Gary, and you'll start yelling into the
Right.
phone, and I'll be like, excuse me, can you hold on? No, Gary, and you can't get anything done. Of course my head explodes.
Now you're going to understand something. There is a 2-hour period when I step off the air that is very intense.
Right.
Very
there
intense.
There is a minute that you can miss just to let me get right off the call, and I'll get right to you.
And what I'm going to tell you is this. I am busy writing television, radio.
I realize your life is
I
difficult.
write books. I'm making deals so that this radio show can expand into other regions. You understand how busy a man I am? Do you understand what I make happen every day? Do you have any conclusions that you have drawn so far from all of this?
Tell Jackie and let
Tell Jackie what? Jackie is a drunken down... drunken writer. I don't have him for that.
As busy as it gets, we are never too busy than to sit there
and watch it
and ignore the door as it pounds on the door and say, "Who is it?"
All right, look. Gary has this move. We lock him out of the office every day, and when he wants to come in, we make him bang on the door, and we're totally quiet for like 5 minutes.
Remember when he came to the door in California?
What was that? Yeah, it's just like that, and we just sit there.
He said, "I can't believe I came 2,000 miles for you guys to break my balls and not let me through the door."
Well, once again, it's Fred who always gets me, because Fred does his voice, and he goes, "Who is it?" I go, "Gary." "What?" I go, "It's Gary. I can't hear you." I go, "Fred, it's Gary." "What?" And I know he's kidding, but I never know it at the moment.
Let's just go back and be a ball buster. Come on, really get on top of things in the office, all right? Understand every facet of the computer. Understand. Just take some time and really learn. Instead of reading those stupid spy magazines every minute. Hey, boss, you know what? The Slot Saloon is being sued by 9 people. I'll read it in Spy. Just go back there and learn everything in the office. I'll read Spy magazine. You read the computer. And stop coughing over everyone. That bronchitis. Baba bronchitis. Oh, man.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
There goes Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Is there a secretarial course I can give him where he would learn?
He could go to one of those business schools.
I'm going to enroll him in business school. I'm going to pay for it. No, I didn't say secretariat school, Gary, with those choppers.
He's already showing us he can trot.
I'm going to send him to business school. I really am. So he can learn how to organize his boss. You know, he thinks that work is beneath him, like he's not a woman.
No, but the thing that kills me, he's always talking about how organized he is.
He's for himself. I said organize me the way you organize yourself.
But his
Show me a
organization-
Pendaflex. Show me a Rolodex.
No,
Show
his
me a...
organization is packing a sports bag.
I know. Little anal retentive
and
stupid stuff.
Turning the stapler and
Yeah, right.
the tape machine.
So it's even.
One time we drove him crazy and moved the staples like different.
But that's not organized. He doesn't understand. Organizing an office means going through every script, knowing where everything is at your fingertips. He has no clue. He has less of a clue than I do.
If it's in a drawer, he doesn't know about it.
No. And then he gets mad when he can't find it and goes, "You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me you wanted to do it like this." I don't want to have to tell you. I want you to think for me.
For years, we had all those reels of tape. We said, "Gary, what's in those reels?" "I don't know."
I don't know. No one told me to touch them.
I didn't know I was in charge of
How would you never told me that I'm supposed to be in charge of those? You're in charge of everything, you dumb ox. And then he wonders why I'm annoyed.
And then he's, "I know what you're going to say, I know what you're going to say, I know what you're going to say."
Just go through everything, every tape, every file, everything. We have files back there. Nobody knows what's in them. He should have had a TV file for every TV idea. You write it down, and it's in there. You have a... Boss, I didn't know I was in charge of being in charge. And he's busy yelling at John. He don't get the Comstar number by the computer.
Delegate. It's Gary Delegate.
Gary Delegate. No one else would put up with him. They would have fired him a long time ago. Trust me.
But now I've learned to love him.
Yeah. You love to see me aggravated. It's funny, right? I don't want to. tell you, I've had it. I tell you, you can't get good help.
You're an incredibly patient human.
I really am impatient because I should have him whipped into shape by now. Gary, I'm really...
How many years has this been?
But you know what it is with Gary? I gotta he goes, well, you didn't tell me I have to do that. So whatever I don't think of, but I need someone who can think orderly. I don't know how to organize.
We got a computer. That's my job. That's what you need.
Right.
Not a guy waiting for you to say, hey, Gary, I caught you. You're not taking care of the computer.
Hey, Howard, I'm going to go over and study with Phil from Comstar the computer for a couple of hours and learn more about it.
No, he's always looking at John saying, what does this thing do?
Yeah, I know. And he's always like looking at me. How do I back it up again?
Gary calls me and asks me how to log a day every time.
Yeah.
Well, John, I'm on update now. Now what do I
know, it's unbelievable.
I got to guide it through. I got to guide it for him.
Dude, that's great. You have more initiative than he does. It's sickening.
Oh.
Now John is stealing all of Gary's gigs. No tension in that office. See, Gary really should also be an intern, and I should have like an office manager.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. Gary says he's parking my cars because John knows more about the computer, and it's more
John has become more valuable
for John to leave than for Gary to leave.
If you left tomorrow, I'd be up a creek more than if Gary left. I'm serious. What's that tell you?
Oh, here he comes.
There's a reason. And it's your reasoning.
Right.
We don't want a lot of different operators on the computer because everyone inputs stuff their way.
Okay, very good. Just learn how to work it, though, for yourself, just so you can check work, so you can supervise.
I've been doing fine. I can do whatever you need.
Right. But then why do I go through the computer and find everything in triplicate, and I'm not told about it? Or you didn't know about it?
We did know about it.
You did know about it? You didn't know about that, because you never looked.
We did tell you we were
having... All right, listen, please. We'll take this up afterwards. Please. I'm not going to air our dirty laundry.
The royal we. We did.
We. We told you. Gary, come here. We're going to start easy. What are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. Right. See, we have these arguments all the time. I need a guy. He doesn't listen. I need a guy to do everything for me. I need him to grow. Anybody looking for a guy? He's good in a lot of things, though.
He is.
He is.
Everything we've taught him. He does well.
He's got a lot of qualifications if anybody's looking for someone. In fact, there's stuff growing out his teeth.